Good morning, good afternoon, family. Before I say anything else, I want you to look at that crest, right? Look at that crest beside me, behind me, before me. Sir Richard and Lady Mary Cross. That is not decoration. That is us. That's where we come from. Every family that's ever built something worth passing down started exactly where we're standing right now, in a room together, remembering. Today, I want to talk to you about something that sounds like it's just about houses and property, but it isn't. It's about legacy. It's called From Family Roots to Real Estate, creating cultural legacy through ownership, stewardship, generosity, and now today we have the power of AI. Well, I only have 20 minutes to speak with you, so I promise that it will be well worth it. Welcome again. We gather for a family reunion. We celebrate with people who came from far and wide, right? The sacrifices they made, the values they placed down, the road they walked so we wouldn't have to walk it the same way. Not the same way. But here's the thing. Cultural legacy isn't only about remembering where we came from, it's also about deciding what we, quote, want to build, protect, and pass forward, right? We want to pass some things forward. So today, we're going to talk about real estate through three simple ideas. Three simple ideas: ownership, stewardship, and generosity. We're going to talk about how something brand new, artificial intelligence, right? AI, will help us become more informed, more organized, and more prepared along the way. Here's the heartbeat of everything I'm about to share with you. We are building, it's down at the bottom, we are building generational wealth, starting with what we have and where we are. Where we are. Three questions I have, right? Three questions that are going to carry us through the rest of our time together. I want you to hold on to these. Number one, what can we own? That's understanding the real options in front of our family, from first home to land to something already passed down to us. Number two, how can we steward what we own? That's protecting it and growing it wisely, right? That's what stewardship is. Budgets, maintenance, insurance records. That means you are being a good steward. Number three, and this is the one that matters most. How can we own, bless the next generation? How can we own and bless the next generation? That's turning ownership into legacy somebody else can stand on. Own it, steward it, bless it. Let's walk through it. Let's walk through it together. This is your first pillar, right? Let's start with ownership. Ownership is acquiring something that can give us stability and grow in value over time. A primary home, a piece of land, a rental property, or something inherited. Yes, something inherited from someone who came before us. Now I have a question for the room. Quick question for the room. Can I get a show of hands, right? You're looking at each other. I'm not there, so I don't get the benefit of seeing you. But who in the room already owns something? Raise your hand. Maybe someone in a room could monitor who already owns, even if it's a small piece of land, right? I want to acknowledge you. I want to acknowledge you for taking the first step in ownership. That's beautiful. And that's the beginning of everything we're talking about today. Now, here's where it gets practical. AI can actually help with this. It can explain real estate and mortgage terms in plain language so nobody feels lost in the paperwork. It can compare renting versus owning based on your actual numbers. It can help you prepare the right questions for a lender or a real estate broker, and it can build you a personalized home buying checklist. Yes, step by step. There you go. But hear me with this. Ownership doesn't begin when you receive the keys. No, it begins when you decide to prepare. That decision can happen today, right here, right in this room, right? You can prepare. Excuse me. Home. I love that word, home. This is the home pathway. So, how do we actually get there? I want to give you a simple pathway that's called home. H. Have a vision. Why do you want to own a home? What fits your life? Where do you want to be? O. Organize your finances. Yes, let's get our finances together. Review your income, your expenses, your credit. Start saving, even if it's small. I want to add to that. I would even start investing. You can start investing very small, incremental. E. Well, did I skip one? Let me go back. M. I did organize your finances. Excuse me. I'm getting ahead because I'm trying to stay on time. M. Meet your team. A housing counselor, a trusted lender, a licensed broker, an inspector, somebody who protects you before you sign anything, right? Have an advocate. I say have a realtor. E, execute a plan. Get pre-approved. That puts you in a powerful position. Get pre-approved when you're ready. Shop within what you can actually afford. Inspect it. Understand the agreement. Close. And then protect what you just built. This isn't complicated. It's just sequential. Remember the H, then the O, then the M, then the A. Home. That's what you want to buy. Home. Anybody in this room can start on H today. You can start on H today. Have a vision. Have a vision. What is it? Habakkuk 2 and 2. Write the vision and make it plain. Put that on your vision board. Here we go into the second pillar, stewardship. Let's talk about it because getting the keys is not the finish line, it's the starting line. Stewardship is managing what we have wisely, budgeting, maintenance, yes, insurance, taxes, equity, estate planning. Estate planning. Now, if we break it into 3 simple habits. Here we go. Protect. That includes your insurance review, a maintenance schedule, and keeping your property records in order. Keeping everything that you have to steward in order. Preserve. Understanding your equity. If you don't know what equity is, ask somebody that raised their hand. Understanding your equity, your taxes, what you actually protect, that property long term, right? You want to protect your property long term. And then the third one, plan. Oops, I went too far ahead. Plan. Plan. Knowing the questions to bring to an estate planning attorney before you ever need one. Stewardship isn't glamorous. Nope. Nobody throws a party over an insurance review, but it's what keeps everything we built from slipping in out of our fingers. We don't want it to slip out. We don't want it to go to somebody else. No, we sure don't. This is pillar three. Pillar three is generosity. Slow it down. Generosity. This is one of those heart messages. So think about generosity. Hmm. This is where ownership becomes something bigger than ourselves. Generosity is using what we have to strengthen others, helping with a down payment, sharing what we've learned, preserving family property instead of letting it slip away, mentoring a younger buyer who's scared and doesn't know where to start. I want you to hear this because it's the whole message wrapped up in 3 lines. Ownership gives us a foundation. Stewardship helps. Sorry, somebody's calling right in the middle of my presentation. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Trying to. All right, so where did I leave off? Ownership gives us a foundation. Stewardship helps us preserve and multiply it. Generosity allows the legacy to continue beyond us, continues beyond us. Love that. That's what legacy is. It allows you to be generous because you're passing down to generations that come after, and the ones that came before passed it on to us. So it's being good stewards. Now, what about using AI to move forward? Let's talk about the tool that can help carry all this forward, artificial intelligence. I want to say this clearly. AI is an assistant. It is not a decision maker, and it's never, ever a substitute for a licensed professional. Think of it like traffic light and keep these three colors in your mind. Green, public information, educational questions, checklists. It's totally safe territory. You're just asking very generic things, not specifically geared toward you. Yellow. Yellow gets into personal information with names and identify details, but you want to remove them. Use caution. Use caution, right? That's what yellow is. Slow down. Red. Red, these are things that you want to avoid. Never, ever, ever put these online. Social security numbers, passwords, bank information, tax returns, confidential contracts. Never, ever, ever put that into a general AI chat. So here's a prompt that I want you to take away. Here you go. Help. I want you to use this prompt, so you might need to write it down on your phone, or you can take a screenshot. Help me create a simple 12-month plan to prepare for my first home. Now, if it's not your first home, you could say your first investment home. Ask me one question at a time and explain any unfamiliar terms in plain language. Right? So if I were there in person, I would show you how to do it on your phone, because all you have to do is download your favorite AI tool, whether that's ChatGPT, Claude, Flex, Lexus, any of the tools, but I would probably start with the oldest one, which happens to be ChatGPT. Okay, go ahead, take a screenshot of that prompt, and next. This is your 30-day family legacy challenge. Each and every one of you will be challenged. I want you to pick one thing, right? This is a comprehensive list. Pick one thing from this list and commit to it in the next 30 days. This is your 30-day challenge. So, of course, you want to check your credit. You want to start a home ownership savings account. Maybe you want to do, I say one, pick one. But if you're a fast, quick learner, avid, you want to move ahead, go through the list. Start your home ownership savings account, schedule a house counseling appointment, speak with a lender or broker, preferably someone you know, like, and trust, create a maintenance plan, inventory the family-owned property we already have. Amen. Review insurance and beneficiaries. That's important. Insurance and beneficiaries. Schedule an estate planning consult. Teach younger relatives one thing you know, right? We need to learn from our seniors, from the wisdom that's in the room, or use that AI prompt tonight as you build your own plan. Yes, I want you to turn to somebody near you right now and just say out loud which one you're picking. Don't overthink it. Just say it. Find one thing on this 30-day plan, pick it, and tell your neighbor. That's your accountability partner. Here we go. In closing, yeah, look at that crest. Look at that crest. I want to leave you with one question. Sit with it for a second before you answer it, even just in your own heart. What can we begin today that someone in our family will thank us for 20 years from now? That's a question for you to pause and selah. The Cross family legacy has been carried forward for generations. Today, it's our turn to carry it one step further. Thank you, and I love you all. Now, I want to give you an opportunity to take the survey that is going to be passed out in a link. I'm going to see how I can share the link, but I'll have a link for you to fill out a survey, and I'll also print a handout so you'll be able to pick one of those items for the 30-day challenge. So you'll have two homework assignments, okay? One assignment is to pick one thing for the 30-day challenge. The other assignment is to fill out the survey, okay? And the third thing is to be open to learn from wisdom. There's wisdom in the room. Wisdom in the room. Wisdom speaks. All right. Love you all. Thank you.